Hello, and welcome to another update video about Chainlink. Yeah, the Chainlink chart is currently in a sell-off mode. The microstructure, unfortunately, is not very well defined, but it seems like the yellow scenario gets more and more confirmed. And the idea that in the white scenario we could get one more high becomes less and less probable. Especially with a break below the 19th of May low, this would become even less probable, that we get one more direct high. I mean, so far the price has respected all resistance levels. You can see that here, this resistance area between $16.79 and $17.61, resistance held, and the price bounced from that region, got rejected, rallied into this area only in 3 waves. As I said, got rejected and is now working on circle wave C to the downside, which should be a 5-wave decline. In theory, at least, it's a bit difficult to recognize the relevant microstructures. As you can probably imagine, there isn't really much structure to work with. But based on what I can see on other altcoin charts, it is possible that the market is currently working on this internal 3rd wave to the downside. There could be some support in the $14.63 to $13.94 area. We'll see if the market gets a bounce there, but ultimately what we want to see is a 5-wave decline in circle wave C in the yellow scenario. Of course, the market could put in a low in place a little earlier. And then, however, if we rally from here somewhere, it would likely be that one more extension in the 5th wave, which is still possible. Ultimately, what needs to happen to confirm a low of sorts is in place is a break above the Friday high that formed at around $17.15. So any break above it would likely first send the price to around about $20. For now, the pressure is downward, and really there is not much price action to analyze. Not much in addition to what we already talked about in previous videos. I mean, is this a 3rd wave down? Maybe. So the nearest key level would be the $15.91 level, against which the focus is on further downside. Any break above it could already be an indication that at least something is shifting, okay? Because if the 3rd wave down is unfolding, we should really stay below that level. Ultimately, also what is important is that we're holding the $11.42 level. That remains the wave 2 support, the bullish support level, and there are likely going to be some structural support levels here. Well, this is structural support. We'll see if the price reacts to it at $11.91, and then we have one a little bit higher than that, around $13.25. So, and I mean, someone asked me, is it possible that we haven't bottomed yet? That this is not the low on the 7th of April. And of course it is, but that's exactly why we're tracking support. So we wouldn't need any support areas if there was no risk, right? Of course, there could be another low. I mean, I have to say the 5-wave move up that we saw, or that we have seen from the April low here, from that swing low, it is really a big mess. I mean, it does count as a 5-wave move up already. But I mentioned to you before that this is really a big mess, and the 3rd wave doesn't really have the right length. So I'm skeptical about it anyway, right? Because you can call that even an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. So we have 3 waves up in A, B, C. That's possible. But because we have some nice 5-wave movements across the sector from that low, I'm leaning towards, a larger rally could still be underway. And I still like this chart for some further upside continuation, even though if I'm not sure if we get all-time highs reached, right? But at least some sort of upside continuation from this area, specifically the lower support area, would be ideal. So that's the update on Link. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.